Hey guys, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to another one of these style videos. If you did not see my previous video that I made on the topic that I'm going to be talking about today, I made a video about tips for bottoming, and if you would like to watch that, the link will be below for that. Today I'm going to be talking about tips for topping, and this came from Tumblr. Someone asked me to talk about this. I first off want to apologize if there's any static noise going on in the background. It's like about 100 degrees outside right now, so I have both my fans going, so if it is making noise in the microphone, I apologize. Second, I don't want to come off like I'm this pretentious know-it-all, that I've had a bunch of partners and I know all these things. I've only ever had sex with one partner, so I only have as much knowledge as I can impart. So I would suggest that if this video is not completely helpful for you, or if the previous video is not completely helpful for you, that you go and look for other videos that may be helpful for you as well, because there is a lot of great wealth in searching for other knowledge and picking up other things. So with all that, let's talk about a couple things that I think are very important for gay sex, especially with topping. Unlike vaginas, butts don't self-lubricate themselves. You need to have products, and you need to do a lot of work in order to make it successful and less painful for your partner, and to make it pleasurable for both of you. The most important thing to know as a top is that you cannot just stick your dick into your boyfriend, because it will be totally painful and they will never want to do it with you again, because they're going to just think in the back of their mind that it's going to hurt and that they'll never enjoy it because you did it wrong. While sex doesn't seem like something that you have to do a right way, there is a formula for it in order to make it work well. Especially when it comes to anal sex, you really have to be very vocal with your partner, and you have to really be cognizant of their needs and what is going to feel good for them. The most important thing is to listen to your partner. What sounds good to them and what feels good to them. Allow them to pick the position. Allow them to choose what they want to do throughout the time that you guys are having sex. If you feel like switching it up and doing something different, or if they feel like that, make sure that you're paying attention to those things, because ultimately they're the ones that are more important in this situation, because you could get yourself off, they may not feel like getting themselves off if you hurt them. Lubricants are very important, whether you're using an artificial lubricant, or if you're using your own saliva, or if you're using your own pre-cum. Those are definitely going to be a really helpful way in order to make the whole experience comfortable for your partner. If you're up to the adventure, I would say that rimming is probably going to provide the most intense, pleasurable experience for your partner, and is really going to allow them to open up and get used to something being down there. You could also attempt to use your fingers to help stretch them out, especially if you have a larger girth. That's definitely going to make it easier for you to get inside and to not hurt them. When you are eventually inside, it is very, 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 very important to understand the two types of sounds that happen during sex. There are the pleasurable sounds, and there are the "you are hurting me and I just want this to be over with." Those are important to know, and it's very important to gauge your partner and to look at their facial expressions. If you're seeing something that doesn't look right, ask them how they're doing, if they're okay, if they need to change positions, if they need to just stop having sex, then that is something that may have to happen. And just be careful and attune to your partner's needs, because you don't want to create damage on their insides, and you want to be able to do this again, hopefully in the future, and you don't want to ruin it so that they never want to have sex with you again, because that's the last thing that you want. Let's be real. Also, I will reiterate, I don't know if I talked enough or stressed enough about it in my bottoming video, but when you are having sex, especially anally, please use protection if you are not in a monogamous dating relationship with your partner. If you have been with other people recently, or if you know they have been with other people, just make sure that you're being safe and that you're being protected, because you don't want to transmit anything to them, and you don't want to get anything from them that you don't want, and you don't want that to be your entire life, that you had sex with this person and then now you remember that moment for the rest of your entire life, and you have to be careful. When it is time for the ending and the pull out, you can either finish inside your partner, or you can happen on top of them or on their body somewhere. Just be very careful with your penis, because you are going to have particles of fecal matter on your dick whether your partner cleaned themselves very well or if they didn't clean themselves at all, you are going to be dirty. So just be careful and make sure that you rinse yourself off really good afterwards. Make sure that you get like a warm towel with water and get soap, clean yourself off really good, and try not to touch things in the general area if you do touch your penis anytime during sex, because you don't want to, like, if you're on your bed, this is something I'm always terrified of, is like getting something on your hands and then maybe like you accidentally touch the pillow and then that night, you know, you're falling asleep on your pillow and you didn't realize that you had touched it, and then you wake up with pink eye in the morning. So just be careful with that when it comes to the pull-out, and that you are being safe and that you do clean yourself. You don't want any kind of infections or any kind of gross rashes to form or anything like that, because you are dealing with a butt. I know that's gross, but it's something to be cautious of, and it's something that doesn't get discussed enough, and I don't think enough people think about stuff like that when it does come to the ending, because I'm imagining that a lot of you who are watching this video have probably watched some kind of porn before and have seen that when guys pull out in porn, it's always clean and then there's a blowjob afterwards, and that is really gross, and that probably doesn't happen in that exact order. There was probably a camera cut scene where they clean themselves, because that's just really unhygienic. And just be careful. Unless that's your kink, then by all means do your thing and enjoy your thing, but just be careful when it comes to that ending point. Mostly the takeaway from this video is to be paying attention to your partner, making sure that you're listening to them, and be attuned to their needs. Don't think just about yourself, because either way you could probably get off on your own. If you end up hurting your partner and you're still really horny and you have to finish, if you're one of those people, you can probably still do it. They may not want to finish because they may just be in too much pain. So just be aware of that, and be aware of your partner, and be respectful and courteous, and try adventurous fun things, and enjoy yourself in sex. Sex should not be something that you get so stressed about that you're just like, oh my gosh, am I hurting you? I have to stop, blah 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 blah. You know, make sure that you are having fun and you're enjoying yourself, and make sure that your partner's enjoying yourself, and don't be stressed. Try not to be stressed about the whole thing. It should be fun, it should be enjoyable. So thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like I'm getting a little bit less nervous about doing videos like this. Hopefully I will get to do more similar style videos. If you have any questions about anything, make sure to ask them in the comments below, or you can send them to my Twitter or to my Tumblr, or you can Facebook message me if you want. All those links to all those things are below. Or if you have some other kind of advice that you think would be a better takeaway than what I gave, please leave that in the comments below, because it would help others that are watching this video to take away that knowledge and have that in their repertoire. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all again next time. Peace out. Be taking notes. Cool.